Hi, I'm James from Rise Climbing, and I am here to introduce this month's technique circuit. We do one of these every 4 to 6 weeks with the aim of giving you a technique that you can practice and incorporate more into your climbing. This month, we are focusing on heel hooks and toe hooks. We set a bunch of climbs for each technique circuit, and the beta for each of those is in our YouTube shorts. Right, heel hooks and toe hooks. There's so much to cover, but for simplicity, we're going to break it down into 2 themes. Number 1 is the old classic, balance and body positioning. It always comes down to this. Sometimes when we're climbing, we will find ourselves fighting against a barn door. What we can do really simply is we can put in a toe hook, put in a heel hook. It doesn't really matter which, to be honest. And that will give us an extra point of contact with the wall and allow us to take that hand off and move. It creates a nice stable position, and then we can go from there, basically. Loads of different cases where this is applicable, but in a really specific gym setting, it can be matching finish holds where we've got to put 2 hands in the same place. And if that finish hold is off to one side, that can be a bit unstable. So we can put in a toe, we can put in a heel, match. Great. It's a bit more complex, but we can address heels and then toes. What we're looking for is a stable position so we can make a move. If we need to take our hand off, what we can do is we can put in a heel hook, and that will give us opposing third point of contact, second point of contact, and then we can move that hand. We can move that hand in a whole arc above our head and down towards the heel itself. But the massive benefit of a heel hook here is that we've got these really big muscles that we can engage. We can pull on our leg, essentially, rock over that heel, and actively move up in that direction. So we can move up over the heel. Toe hooks are a bit more complex. We're activating some smaller muscles, and it's a lot harder. It can feel a lot more complex to get that tension. We're going to use our shin, hip flexor, core all together to maintain tension throughout the toe hook. But same as the heel, we've got a nice arc of motion where we can basically reach anything in there. And we do get a bit more overhead reach, just simply because we're more stretched out and the mechanics of our body. That's heel hooks and toe hooks. Try them. Watch them in. Give it a go. Theme number 2, efficient climbing. Quite broad, quite difficult to kind of really put a finger on it, and is totally applicable to all of our technique videos, but super worth it. All of the climbs that we've set for this technique circuit mostly can be done without heels or toes. Probably, actually, if you're really unfamiliar with the technique, the motion is quite complex, and so it might feel harder to do a heel or a toe in place of just putting a toe on or smearing or something like that. But in the interest of your long-term climbing, it's super useful to kind of get a mastery of these techniques, and they can just take loads of weight off your hands, and they can make climbing way easier in future. You can campus your way up these, you can smear your way up these, you can just toe your way up them, to be honest. But if you get a heel hook or you get a toe hook, the likelihood is that's going to get your body position a lot more stable, and it might take off loads of weight from your hands. So give it a go. Right, that was heels and toes from us. A quick run through, as much detail as we can get in a pretty short video. Hopefully you found that helpful. If you did, do just drop us a like. And if there is a technique that you want to see us cover, drop us a comment below. Next video is going to be with Xian Goh, coach and the author of the book Smooth. Honestly, incredible coach. And she is going to have so much more insight than anything we can give you here. Do subscribe if you want to see that one come up in your feed, and we'll see you next time.